Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa, herzlich willkommen. So, my dear friends, update on Palantir Technologies, ticker PLTR, trading here on the New York Stock Exchange. We had here yesterday volume of 66 million shares which have been traded, and you can see guys that we now going back here to the previous all-time high. I will give you here my analysis based on the chart. This is of course not financial advice. If you're new to this channel, welcome. The main purpose is to educate you in trading. That's why we dive into here, but for Palantir into several chart techniques. But normally I do that here by showing short squeeze stocks. I love to trade short squeeze stocks, high risk, high reward. As I said, normally I do that here. So if you also want to check out this content, guys, feel free to watch my previous videos. So when we dive in here to Palantir, I show you my charts. Nothing changed here, of course. I never change or adjust my charts. We touched now here the first price level, but I also want to show you some risky things here, what we have to also check out here for Palantir. That looks, of course, everything super bullish. So I made here a Fibonacci retracement, an inverted retracement, where we can predict the future price levels here. And you can see that the first price goal here has been reached just 2 days ago. Here, $35.64 was one of the price goals for Palantir here. What we also know, guys, this is a little bit tricky here right now. Of course, it looks super bullish that we just came back here. The low was $5.92. Now we're trading here at $36. So everybody who bought in here in January 2023 and hold this stock, congratulations. You are very profitable right now. But be careful, guys. Yeah, even you have here 500% profit, you should think about to take your profits as well. Why do I say that? I will show you for a second here the price levels. We had the situation already here back in 2020 when Palantir started to trade and had this massive squeeze here from $8.80 here in this range, or almost $9. We already squeezed also 410%. Of course, when I say squeezed, I mean that took here some days or months even here. When we measure the total range here in the daily chart, then you can see it took us here 81 trading days, yeah, to get that price level here based on the daily chart. And then we had this massive sell-off here. Yeah, there was a huge price drop, and in total this stock, after this absolute massive gain, lost in total minus 86%. This is not to scare you guys, but we have to respect that. That means that the market makers are absolute able to do that. I don't know if you read any news, if you believe in news and trust what the news are saying, guys. I don't. I'm honest with you, I don't. I just see the chart, and we know that the market makers can do that to a stock and can make it even more worse. So what we now have is the situation that we, of course, coming closer and closer to the new, or to the previous all-time high. And just based on this Fibonacci retracement, the next price levels which we have is $41 and $44.92, and this is one of the very significant price levels. Everything between $44.92 and $54.21, guys, is absolute significant. And even I did the Fibonacci retracement here based on this price move. You can see this is the inverted retracement. It is not a coincidence that this price here, the calculated price, is absolute in alignment here with the previous all-time high, guys. So be very careful with that. What I just want to show you is that we have here this price level here, $27.51, is the price level where the bears, yeah, who are against Palantir, who want to stop this kind of squeeze here or this price run up, they will try to bring the price back below $27.51. They managed it here once. You can see we had here the same squeeze attempt. We failed, then the squeeze, and immediately here confirmed by a sell-off. And just here when we see the price action here in this in the few days here, minus 55%. So be careful, guys. Why do I say that? I don't like, or I never FOMO into stocks, and also my members know that I always say that I never recommend to FOMO into stocks. This is very dangerous. I don't say that Palantir is a bearish play, guys. This is not what I'm saying. We have, since the bottom here in January 2023, an absolute bullish run here, but it is now in a very critical state here, because you can see we have here several leg ups or even gap ups. What does that mean? When I enable now here, I will disable the drawings for a second, guys, to make it here more easy to see. The price gapped up here several times, yeah, so we have a lot of open gaps to the upside, and all the open up gaps which we had, so everything what you see here in green color, are the open up gaps for Palantir, and every open up gap in the daily chart has been closed. The latest one which we had was here at $31 and here in the 40-cent range. So this is everything closed, but what is not closed are all the open down gaps to the downside. And when we switch here for a second to the 4 hours chart and just compare this with the previous price action here back in 2020 when the stock traded and had its squeeze here in January 2021, where, by the way, a lot of stocks squeezed, not only AMC and GameStop, but so many stocks squeezed in January 2021, and that was also one of the reasons, I guess, why Palantir also could have here a very nice run up. But what I want to show you guys is this, yeah? When I tell you here back in January 2021 that the stock comes down at least to $10, you would say this guy is crazy, he has no idea about trading. Why would I say that? Because we had here an open up gap as well, guys. Here was the open up gap for Palantir at $10, and guess what? The gap has been filled, and you can see that immediately after the gap has been filled, we had here one technical retest, then this was a fake out, and exactly after the closing of the gap we had a technical reaction here to the upside. And this is what the market makers do, and this is what for me is not so bullish about Palantir, because when we zoom in now again, and I will switch to the daily chart because it's more easy to see for you guys, yeah, we have here many open down gaps in the chart. That's why I would never, even I'm bullish on the stock, I think it's a good investment, yeah, but I would never buy in here at these price ranges because of all the open gaps to the downside. Of course, when you compare this now with Nvidia, it looks more or less like the same. We could have here a huge up run and new all-time highs and so on, guys. I just want to explain you the situation. The market makers manage that once, and they can do that anytime soon. Why? Because the volume is more or less the same. We have here massive volume spikes in the chart. You can see that here this volume spike caused this kind of leg up, and the purpose of this was to close these open gaps. We retraced and come now even higher. It looks everything okay. It's not to scare you. I just want to show you also the flip side of the coin. As I said, normally I do that here. I show my content here based on short squeeze stocks. So I upload here also a lot of content here in the background. And if you want to see this content, guys, I upload every Sunday my so-called hot stocks. These are high risk, high reward tickers with high squeeze potential. And not only showing these tickers, guys, of course, I also try to predict here short squeezes in the market. And I just predicted last week 2 squeezes here. Also, I said when I expect the squeeze to happen here, the squeeze date range, that was here one of my hot stocks which squeezed the 12th of September last week here. That was a 143% squeeze after my video prediction. And then one of my Patreon swing trades at this in the same day, guys, by the way, squeezed also here 156% after my prediction, guys. Yeah, so it is possible to predict short squeezes. I cannot tell you the future for Palantir, what happens in 2 years, but it is possible to predict short squeezes here. And one of my biggest squeezes which I had here in September was this one here, and this ticker squeezed even 1400%. If you want to see those content, guys, here you can join our trading community. I show you that really quick. We have the Elite Circle membership on YouTube where you get access to all my member videos and the hot stock videos, but the much more popular membership is the full package membership on Patreon. There you get also, of course, access to all my member and hot stock videos and to my Patreon trading alerts, guys, where we also have a lot of squeezes here for these tickers. This is a simple screenshot where I show the buy-in price levels, stop loss, exit price levels, and so on. Of course, nothing, guys, with financial advice. It doesn't matter if you are a beginner or advanced trader. Everybody is welcome. If you want to join in, the links to the memberships are here in the video description, guys. So what to expect for Palantir, guys? I can show you that really quick. I think sooner or later, guys, we have this trend channel pattern here for Palantir, which haven't been retested since February 2024. So usually when a stock is squeezing out of this trend channel patterns, when you have a massive spike like that, this is normally the reaction for this, or the, how to say that, the coincidence is that you come back to this bottom of the trend channel. So I personally believe that it is absolutely possible to see back that Palantir comes back here in the $23, $24 range. I absolutely believe that, based on the technicals, based on the previous liquidity zones, based on this resistance price level, which we of course now broke. But in my opinion, guys, we can gap up quick, but we can also gap down quick. You can see that the market makers are able to do that. The volume is more or less almost the same, a little bit more volume here in the chart compared to this here, you can see there is a little bit of an increasement here since May 2023, but not that special here. The average volume is 56 million. Yesterday we had 66 million. So in my opinion, guys, the market makers are absolutely able to do that. For now, the next bullish price levels, as I said, to the upside, if you want to make the swing trade here, if you really want to buy in, I would never do that since the technicals are completely overbought for Palantir. But the next price levels to the upside are here $41.40, $44.92, and even $54.21 are possible here based on the Fibonacci retracement, guys. By the way, if you want to know how Fibonacci works and how you can make money with that, I made a tutorial here on Patreon about Fibonacci and just reposted this yesterday. This is an older tutorial, but of course the information is very also you can use that of course for your actual trades. So if you want to see that, guys, this tutorial is also available on Patreon and available for full package members as well. Guys, being that said, if you like this content, if you like this video here, if you don't want to miss any short squeeze updates or updates on Palantir, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. Yeah, what I can offer you guys, if you also want to copy the price levels here from the chart, so let me zoom out here for you a little bit. Then of course you can pause the video. Sorry, we need this one here as well, the 3618 retracement. This is of course everything based on TradingView. If you want to get TradingView for yourself, you can also use here my discount link in the video description. If you use this link, you save $15, and I always recommend the premium tier for beginners and advanced traders. Guys, that's it. That's the update for Palantir. Thank you for watching. I wish you great success with Palantir and all the other stocks, and see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu, vielen Dank, schönen Tag, bis zum nächsten Video, viel Erfolg, alles Gute. Bye bye, guys.